Today's segment, we're going to be talking about managerial expectations for this upcoming season. In particular, we're going to be talking about Liverpool and who's the manager for Liverpool, none other than Arne Slot, the Dutchman. Let me give you a brief recap of his playing career. The former attacking midfielder started his playing career at Zwolle, none other than Zwolle, moving to Breda as well as Sparta Rotterdam, but eventually finishing his time at Zwolle. Definitely wasn't a big name, but he was definitely a known player in the Eredivisie. But as he hung up his boots and decided to take on a managerial career, wow, did it flourish for him. He started his career at AZ Alkmaar, averaging 1.93 points per game in 58 games. Eventually, after his time at AZ Alkmaar, he was only there from like 2019 until December 2020, so that's about a season and a half. One season, half the next season, he got his job. He got another serious job. At what? Feyenoord, none other than Feyenoord, where under 148 games for Feyenoord, he managed a win percentage of 2.15 per game. That's really good, people. So much so that it won him the Dutch Championship, the Eredivisie. He won the Eredivisie in the 22-23 season, and in the 23-24 season, that's where he was Dutch champion. Meanwhile, at his job at Feyenoord, Liverpool came calling. They're like, you know what, we see what you're doing. We want to give you an opportunity to manage none other than Anfield, the cup. Yes, people, the cup. Signing a 3-year contract until 2027. That's when it's valid, until 2027. Arne Slot managed to get a win at Ipswich Town. Yeah, the newly promoted side that's being managed by the former Man United academy player. I'm gonna let you do the research, people. Tell me in the comments, who is the current manager of Ipswich, to really know if you're watching the EPL. Put it in the comments. But with Ipswich being an aggressive side from the Championship, you could tell that the first half was very scrappy for Liverpool. It wasn't really working out. Their approach of drawing Ipswich into their own half, into their own territory, and then eventually playing themselves out from the back with quick, direct passes into the outfield to your players like Salah and Luis Diaz, it wasn't really working. In the second half, that's when Arne Slot was like, what? You know what? Let's put in Ibrahim Konate. That's when things changed. They looked more cleaner in possession, passing the ball between themselves, eventually getting a goal via Diego Jota, who was the assist man, none other than Mohamed Salah. But it didn't end there for Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian international, also scoring in the opening match against Ipswich, giving him a total of 9. Yes, people, 9 opening game goals, putting him as the sole leader in 9 goals scored in opening day matches. African talent at its best. You've seen it here first. It's going to be an interesting season. Unfortunately, I know Liverpool fans are going to look at the transfer market. Some are scared, some are not scared, the ones that really trust themselves. They know who they are. Not really any major acquisitions when you look at Chelsea signs all in all, spending 189 million euros in his transfer so far. Man United spending 165 with the likes of the late Mazwari, Euro, and Joshua Zexi, to name a couple of players there, if not the whole players that they bought. Check our previous video out where we talk about transfers, the biggest transfers, teams that spent the most in this particular window. But we're still talking about Liverpool. Unfortunately, Liverpool were unable to get the Zubimendi signing. However, for Liverpool, I'm gonna say remain hopeful because you still got Ryan Gravenberch and Endo, Wataru Endo, the Bundesliga import, taking up the defensive duties while McAllister, number 10, the Argentinian. His dad also played football as well, look into that as well. And Dominic Szoboszlai, those are the ones who are going to be the attacking fulcrum of Liverpool this coming season. One thing I've noticed ever since, as an Arsenal fan, you know, I'm a big Arsenal fan, the biggest, if not, I don't spend the most, but I'm definitely the biggest Arsenal fan. One thing I can tell you, one thing I've seen in the Premier League, the way they test managers, they don't give you all the money in your first window. They want to see how you're going to work with the talent that you're given first. When they see that you're doing a good job, that's when they're going to really now give you the money, splash the cash on you. Like, you know what? We trust you. Buy the players that you feel like you need. Here's an interesting stat. I know we're still talking about Liverpool, but here's an interesting stat for you stat heads out there. Man United have bought the Wonder Kids of Ajax. I'm going to say this again so you understand me. Man United bought all the Wonder Kids. Yeah. When they were creating hype in the Eredivisie, eliminating the players Mazwari, De Ligt, Onana, Anthony. These were the players that were making waves, that were making moves in the Eredivisie. So they basically bought Erik ten Hag's winning side from the Eredivisie, Ajax. Remember, De Ligt was a captain for Ajax. They had Mazwari. They spent, I think, a total of less than £50 million buying those players. You know how much they spent on those players in total? £236 million was spent on getting former Ajax talents. All these players I've named have played for Ajax. So are we going to see a resurgence in the Ajax legacy with Man United? That's a video for another day, but like I said, we talking about Liverpool. So Liverpool fans, be excited. We've still got about a week and a half until the transfer window.